No one was ready for this moment. One bag, one reaction, and one look from Jimin that instantly sent the fandom into chaos. Welcome back to JIKOOK Lover. Before we go any further, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because what you're about to hear has left fans speechless, divided, and completely obsessed. It wasn't planned. It wasn't scripted. Cameras almost missed it. But when Jimin glanced at Jungkook's bag, everything changed. Why did he freeze? Why did his expression shift so suddenly? And why are fans around the world convinced this small moment means something much bigger? Stay with us, because this unexpected reaction is not as simple as it looks. There was no shouting, no drama, yet that single second was enough to shake the entire fandom. Not because of what Jimin said, not because of what Jungkook did, but because of the way Jimin reacted when he saw Jungkook's bag. A small moment that should have passed unnoticed, yet instead left behind unease, curiosity, and questions that remain unanswered. The camera almost missed it, but that expression was captured, and from that moment on, no one could stop talking about it. Why did Jimin suddenly go silent? Why did his expression change so quickly, as if he had just realized something that was never meant to be seen in public? And why did such a brief reaction feel more honest than 1,000 words? In a world full of scripts and image-making, this moment felt too real, too spontaneous, too personal. One bag, one glance, and a silence that has now turned into a global debate. Was this just an overanalyzed coincidence? Or a tiny fragment of a much bigger story that has been hidden all along? At first, it felt like just another ordinary scene, one of those fleeting, blink-and-you-miss-it moments that usually fade into the background of idol life. No dramatic lighting, no grand announcement, no deliberate spotlight. Just Jungkook, casually moving as he always does, with a bag slung over his shoulder, and Jimin standing nearby. Relaxed, familiar, comfortable in the kind of silence only years of shared history can create. And yet, something happened. Not loudly, not obviously, but powerfully enough that within hours, fans across the globe were replaying the same few seconds again and again, slowing it down, zooming in, debating every micro-expression as if it were a coded message waiting to be decoded. Because Jimin saw Jungkook's bag, and his reaction wasn't what anyone expected. The internet didn't explode immediately. It simmered first. A quiet tension spread through timelines, fan forums, and group chats. Clips circulated without captions at first, as if people didn't quite know how to explain what they were seeing. Just a look, just a pause, just a shift in posture that felt different. Why did Jimin stop smiling? Why did his eyes widen, even for a split second? And why did he turn away so quickly, as if realizing he'd revealed something he wasn't supposed to? For longtime fans, this wasn't just a random interaction. It felt loaded, heavy with context, memory, and unspoken meaning. Jimin and Jungkook aren't strangers sharing a frame. They're artists whose history has been watched, analyzed, celebrated, and sometimes fiercely protected by millions. That's why this moment mattered. What made it even more unsettling was how natural everything seemed. Jungkook didn't present the bag. He didn't gesture toward it. He didn't say a word. The bag was simply there, existing in the same space as Jimin. And somehow, that was enough to trigger a reaction that fans can't stop talking about. Some viewers described Jimin's expression as shock. Others saw amusement, quickly masked. A few insisted it was concern. And then there were those who claimed it looked like recognition, the kind that comes when you realize something private has suddenly become visible. Was it the bag itself? Was it what it represented? Or was it something only Jimin understood? As the clip spread, theories multiplied faster than anyone could control. Fans began connecting dots, pulling screenshots from past events, old interviews, forgotten live streams. A bag, after all, is never just a bag in the world of K-pop. It's a statement, a habit, a signature, sometimes even a silent message. And Jungkook is known for those. He's always been subtle, never one to over-explain, never one to clarify rumors unless absolutely necessary. That's why fans noticed how calm he remained while Jimin reacted. No surprise, no confusion, just that familiar, unreadable composure, as if he already knew exactly what was going through Jimin's mind. That contrast alone fueled speculation. If there was nothing to see, why did Jimin react at all? The fandom split almost instantly. One side urged caution, reminding everyone that idols are human, that not every expression carries hidden meaning. But the other side argued something harder to ignore. Jimin's reaction wasn't random. It was specific, targeted, and brief in a way that suggested self-control rather than indifference. And then came the slow-motion edits. Frame by frame, fans traced the moment Jimin's gaze dropped to the bag, the microsecond where his eyebrows lifted, the way his lips parted as if about to speak, then didn't. They noticed how his body angled slightly away afterward, how his energy shifted, how the warmth returned only once attention moved elsewhere. Coincidence? Or instinct? What makes this moment even more fascinating is the timing. In recent months, fans have been hyper-aware of every interaction between Jimin and Jungkook. Not because of scandals or confirmations, but because of a growing sense that something about their dynamic has subtly changed. Quieter, more intentional, less performative. This reaction seemed to fit that pattern perfectly. And yet, no one can agree on what it actually means. Some fans believe the bag held something symbolic, a shared item, an inside joke, a memory tied to a moment the public never saw. Others think it wasn't about the contents at all, but about the familiarity of it. The realization that Jungkook still carries something that connects him to a specific time, a specific person, a specific feeling. Then there's the boldest theory of all, that Jimin wasn't surprised by the bag, but by the fact that Jungkook brought it there. Because context changes everything. Why that place? Why that moment? Why now? The questions refuse to settle. What's undeniable is how fast the single reaction reshaped the conversation. Headlines shifted. Comment sections filled with long, emotional essays instead of short reactions. Fans weren't just screaming, they were thinking, analyzing, remembering. And perhaps that's why this moment feels so powerful. It didn't give answers. It created silence. And in that silence, fans projected everything they've ever wondered about Jimin and Jungkook's bond. The industry thrives on spectacle, but this was the opposite. No choreography, no spotlight, just authenticity slipping through for half a second before being carefully tucked away again. That's what makes it dangerous and irresistible. Even now, days later, new interpretations keep emerging. Some fans insist the reaction was playful, misunderstood by those looking too deeply. Others argue that the very effort to dismiss it proves how meaningful it actually was. After all, if it meant nothing, why did it feel like everything? Neither Jimin nor Jungkook has addressed the moment. No clarification, no denial, no joke to dissolve the tension. And in the world of celebrity culture, silence is never empty. It speaks. So here we are, still watching, still replaying, still asking the same question in 100 different ways. Was this just a harmless reaction caught on camera? Or was it a rare glimpse into something real, something unscripted, that slipped through the cracks before anyone could stop it? And if Jimin's reaction to Jungkook's bag was instinctive, what does that instinct know that we don't?